No bullshit at all. 100% self-sabotage. 100% self-sabotage. But why exactly? Because you have this authoritative energy of, if you fuck around, you're going to find out with me, right? And here's the thing, they're evaluating a lot of their relationships, a lot of their friendships, because their friendships or the people around them tend to sugarcoat shit. But when it comes down to you, you tell it like it is. You say it directly, but they're not ready to experience that sort of directness. Why? Because they're actively not ready to build something foundational, even though they're trying. There's a possibility of you guys reconnecting, of you guys talking again if you guys are in separation, but the universe asks you, stay in your power so the same cycles don't fucking repeat. Let's dive in, cabrones. Welcome to your reading with yours truly, El Tero Vaquero. You guys know exactly what time it is. You guys know exactly what the fuck we're here to do. You guys know exactly what's to come next, okay? So there's no being new to this. There's literally us knowing exactly what the fuck is going on in their reality, what you need to be very much so well aware of, and exactly what you need to know as of this moment regarding them and your situation. As of now, please let me into the energy of my collective and their individual. Energy of my collective and their individual, energy of my collective and their individual, energy of my collective and their individual. Queen of Pentacles, the Fool reverse, the Emperor. Power. Power is what's showing up. Power, structure, foundation, right? But the Fool reverse, not doing anything irrational or not doing anything stupid, right? The energy right here just shows stability and foundation, right? You are the Emperor, they are the Queen of Pentacles. You with the energy of the Emperor, I will tell you 100%, there's more foundation under you than there's more foundation under them. It does not mean that they do not know how to create it. It does not mean that they are not going to have it. It just means that as of this moment in time, the one that kind of holds more power, the one that kind of holds more authority, the one that kind of holds more foundation under them is you with the energy of the Emperor, right? But the relationship shows up more as the Fool reverse, holding back, not jumping into something, not jumping to conclusions, not trying to gain some sort of clarity through the most craziest ways. For some of you guys, the Fool energy reverse to me seems more as you are definitely not trying to repeat something that you have already repeated before with this individual or within this situation. You know, going deeper into the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, there is this underlying energy of them of wanting to kind of be more focused on their own well-being than anyone else. As of now, it feels more like, let me focus on my well-being, let me focus on myself, let me focus on just trying to feel like myself again, because I don't think they're feeling so well, especially because we have the Hanged Man and then we also have the Fool. The Fool reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Pentacles. So right now, your person is actively under this energy of reassessing what they want their life to be, where they want to go, what they want to create, and exactly what they want to have. And as of now, they do feel like their environment and the people around them cannot do that for them. They feel like their environment and the people around them don't have energies to propel them to become a higher authority like the Emperor. When it comes down to you, one thing that I'm sensing is definitely irritation, or a lot of frustration, irritation and a lot of frustration. But then you also know kind of how to be very like quiet with it, how to kind of hold it in. You also have the energy of the Emperor, and then you also have the Knight of Swords. So we really do have this sudden urge to maybe communicate with this person, or basically talk to this person, or just try to see whether you and this person can talk again, right? But at the same time, you're also holding yourself back because you're telling yourself, you know what? If something is going to happen, it's going to happen naturally. There's no reason to force it. Usually, I do believe that in the past, you did tend to have these actions where you would kind of sacrifice more of your well-being to put more understanding in another person or an understanding in another individual. And this does not have to be with relationships. This could honestly be with other persons, other people, other relationships. But there is this energy where you tend to prioritize other people's energy, right? Or you tend to prioritize other people instead of more of yourself. So, with the energy of the Queen of Pentacles being shown right here and the energy of the Hanged Man, I definitely feel like some of your energy lives within them, right? Some of your energy lives within them, and that's what's causing them to really reflect and reassess what power they have within their dynamics or within their own specific energy. For you, we have the two. For the relationship, we have the Two of Wands. For you, we have the Six of Cups, and for them, we have the Page of Pentacles reverse, right? So the Six of Cups and the Emperor and the Knight of Swords, to me, it feels more like somebody trying to reconnect with things that kind of put them in their power, or somebody trying to reconnect with things that make them feel a lot better. So I don't doubt that lately you have actively been in this energy of wanting to kind of focus more on things that bring you fulfillment, things that bring you happiness, things that provide you a sense of power and control over your own reality. Queen of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, I feel like this is how they see themselves or how they want to see themselves, but they're actively moving through an energy of the Page of Pentacles being shown right here in reverse, which shows that they're having such a hard time becoming that Queen of Pentacles, being that Queen of Pentacles, being sustainable within themselves. The Four reverse and the Two of Wands, it's like the universe is actively asking you, if we were to give you another chance with this individual, or you and them would be able to actually try to create something or make something work, would the same patterns repeat? Or would it be different? Because right now, somebody that holds more authority over the situation is you. Somebody that holds more power over the situation is you. And I feel like this person has this underlying energy of they don't like to be told what to do. They like to do things their own way. They like to do things in their own way that could be better for them or that could benefit them. And that's the thing. I feel like you have such a domineering authority or authoritative energy to you that yes, you get things done. Yes, you can bring stability. Yes, you can bring foundation, but they quite not like it because they feel less than or they don't feel so good within themselves, right? Or they feel like they cannot sustain the same level of energy that you can actively sustain, right? So I do feel like with the Four reverse and the Two of Wands, there's a lot of there's a lot of evaluation that needs to happen between you and your relationship, and that's why things kind of feel like they have stopped, right? The Four reverse, the Eight of Wands reverse, the Three of Cups being shown right here, I feel like there is this sense of wanting to build some form of safety or community with you, but it's like the universe is actively putting a stop to that because this individual right here is thinking more from the perspective of how you can benefit them. This individual right here is thinking more of the perspective of how you can be good for them, but not the other way around. How can they be good for you? So there's like a sense of energy happening where maybe sometimes you make sure that this person is okay, but this person never makes sure that you're okay, right? Maybe you make sure this person is safe, but this person never makes sure if you're safe, right? And that's where it shows up. It feels like they know that you have this power over yourself or you have this control over yourself, right? Where if they were to kind of like soften up to you or ask if you're okay or just kind of like try to understand you more, they would kind of be handing that power over you and it would feel like you have some sort of control over them because again, they already see you as an intimidating person. And maybe that's why this person could have self-sabotaging tendencies. And it is not just when it comes down to you. I feel like this can personally be more when it also comes down to other situations or basically other things when it comes down to their reality or their specific situation, right? So I definitely want to point out that the energy that's presenting itself right here very, 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 very strongly, it's more of somebody knowing that you can rule over them, somebody knowing that you have more authority over the situation. And if they start kind of like moving more with the energy or kind of like providing more of energy to you, you would have that power over them that would end up destabilizing them and it would not make their character feel so well because they're also trying to be in the same level energy of you. That's why maybe in your relationship or in your partnership, it always felt like push and pull or cat and mouse, right? But it is because you do have this energy of foundation, you have this energy of stability, you have this energy where people are afraid of what you're going to say next or what what's going to come next because you are very straightforward. You don't hold yourself back. And I feel like this individual is in an environment or with people that sugarcoat shit. And that's why they're attracted to you because you're very blunt with it, but then that bluntness also ends up hurting them, or it also kind of puts them in some sort of like, oh shit, I'm not doing enough. And that's what makes them kind of go back into their own shell, into their own cocoon, and they're realizing that they actively aren't doing enough to keep moving forward in their life or actually build foundation in their life. You know, and it's safe to say everything does come at its destined time, but only if you work towards it. And I do feel like the energy that we have right here is somebody realizing that literally you are creating something, fighting for something that's going to be foundational for yourself, and they're barely starting those journeys, and that's why they feel insecure, and sometimes they tend to self-sabotage good fucking things. Take fucking care, cabrones.